Am I still
Are
Otis?
you guys into role-playing games?
That'd be me. All
Yeah, I
day.
love role-playing games. I'm a huge nerd, by the way.
That was another thought we had about a year ago. Kelly and I had. Do you want to kind of explain that thought, Kelly, about
we've got
fundraising?
we've one thing that we're doing that we're still trying to put together. We've got Lauren Gray on board that I just haven't had the time to sit down with her and actually work on anything, though, is a fundraiser called DMing for theater. So basically it's us theater buffs DMing games of Dungeons and Dragons that we've centered around, like, so each event will be like a theme. So for instance, like the first one we're planning is centered around Shakespearean plays and classic literature. So we've turned the plots from classic literature and Shakespearean plays into a DM Dungeons and Dragons game, right? And so like for an event, we'd have like 5 tables. Each table is a different story or game going on. And they basically, you know, pay to come in and play and be fed. And
dude, I am a DM.
Yeah, I'm DM before too.
I'm a DM storyteller. I love doing that.
Well, that's good because I don't hate on those things, but I've never been involved in one in my life.
What's a blast?
So like I'm excited to do it. I really, that's like the one thing I've dropped the ball on as far as projects, is being able to like write the scripts for that. So
I know well, I mean, they're detailed. I mean, you know, we're basically typing up our own dungeon manual, you know what I mean? A DM manual. So like,
no, I'm just all like, how many dice do I need? I don't know.
Well, you know, well, and so Jesse, it sounds like me and you need to get Josh involved in a table game somewhere.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna suggest you guys could collaborate. I mean, I'll host them. I'll help write them. I'll whatever. You know, I'm very naive or ignorant, I guess, when it comes to.
He just hasn't done it.
I was planning on running one anyway.
Well, there you go. That's perfect.
What kind of what game are you gonna be doing? Dungeons and Dragons or?
No, I want to run a cyberpunk game.
Okay, yeah, sweet, man.
Okay, and I want to use the Shadowrun.
Okay,
setting.
Yeah, yep.
But I'm not gonna use the Shadowrun rules. I'm gonna use World of Darkness.
World of
Darkness. You know what I'm talking about?
No, is it what would that be closest
like
to?
White Wolf, Chronicles of Darkness, like Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Sister.
I'm familiar with Vampire the Masquerade. Yep.
My sister
it's
plays.
a lot more theatrical, like in terms of.
My sister does. My sister does Vampire the Masquerade, or at least she used to, and I guess I get pretty theatrical about it. For myself, you know, I was a pretty big Dungeons and Dragons fan, and I'm not saying this
I like
critically.
that too.
It's just been like 25 years since I've played.
Oh yeah.
And I've got some friends that like really do it every Saturday, and you know, I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of get into it again. It's just you know,
the time. Yeah,
it's just a huge time commitment. Yeah.
Well, it's but it depends. Yeah, it depends on who you're playing with. Yes, for sure. But also, like, man, I don't know. Yeah, weekly games. They end up being tough to work into the schedule. I mean, like, heck, you know, Wednesday, I didn't know that we had changed the time of the Zoom meeting, but last minute, my manager had called me and was like, hey, can you host a game in Lebanon? You know what I mean? So that was that. Like, a Wednesday wouldn't have worked as far as, you know, the Zoom meeting and everything else. So it's tough to get into a weekly game. And when you get into a campaign, you want to be there every time. That's for damn sure.
All right. Well, anyone else have anything else they want to add, or?
We'll just have to all get together, talk about DMing for theater and just.
Definitely. Yeah, we can say that for another time, because I think other Kelly and Catherine's eyes are glossing over. So.
Hi, other Kelly.
Kelly I, Kelly I, and Kelly Y.
Kelly Y.
Josh, you forget I'm interested in the Dungeons and Dragons stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Eyes lit up when he said cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Awesome.
All right. Well, this is great, guys.
I think Catherine would be freaking amazing in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Really?
In a table. Yeah, I think it'd be really fun to role play with you.
You always need a girl in the team.
Yeah. One, well, yeah, one that's not just a promiscuous slave
Yeah.
girl. Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's such a common trope, Catherine. It's going to be refreshing to have someone who is engaging the story and wants to take part. It's
Right.
awesome. Yeah.
Great.
All
All right. Well,
guys,
I
it
think
was-
I'm going to go ahead and call. What, Alan?
Oh no, I was just saying it was great to see all you guys again.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah, I think
Kelly
I'm
and
gonna go ahead and call it. We went about 20 minutes over what we wanted to, but this was fun. So if
It's
anybody
my
has
fault.
any other, yeah, it's okay. No, I'm glad it's your fault, not mine.
It's
Alan.
Geekdom's fault.
Yeah.
It's Geekdom's fault. This is where our after hours episodes come from.
Yeah, exactly. No, we have lots of. I kept recording, so I'm sure we have lots of great content. So, yeah, so that's great. Anybody has, if anybody has any other questions, go ahead and call or email me or whatever. Most of you have my phone, so.
All right.